Look closely at your hands. Remember the strength they once held? The way you could lift a child, carry the weight of a house, or drive a stake into the ground without a second thought. For millions of Americans over 70, that strength didn't just leave, it evaporated. We've been told the same lie for decades, that after a certain age, your muscles are a sinking ship. That sarcopenia, the slow, invisible crumbling of your physical independence, is an inevitable tax on living a long life.
You see it in the mirror every morning. The skin gets a little looser, the stairs feel a little steeper, and the chair becomes harder to escape.
You've probably tried the standard advice: eat more steaks, swallow more eggs, drink those chalky protein shakes that bloat your stomach and tire your kidneys. But here is the terrifying truth that the $70 billion supplement industry isn't telling you. At 70, your body has developed a biological glitch. It's called anabolic resistance. Your muscles have literally forgotten how to process traditional animal proteins. You're eating the fuel, but the engine is locked. But what if I told you there is a master key? A way to bypass the glitch and signal your DNA to start rebuilding tissue at a rate scientists previously thought was physically impossible for a senior? While the world was looking at expensive powders and synthetic hormones, a groundbreaking legacy was being uncovered in the blue zones. The pockets of the earth where 90-year-olds still chop wood and outrun their grandchildren. It wasn't about how much protein they ate, it was about the architecture of the protein. Hidden inside 6 specific, humble seeds is a unique molecular structure that doesn't just feed your muscles, it reactivates them. We're talking about a plant-based blueprint so powerful it can outperform eggs by 21 times and wake up sleeping muscle cells by over 40% in as little as 8 weeks. Today, we are tearing up the script on aging. We aren't just talking about managing decline, we are talking about a total physical insurrection. From a seed that NASA calls the perfect fuel, to a tiny kernel that acts like nature's creatine, we will reveal the 6 miraculous seeds that can turn your golden years into your strongest years. And pay close attention to number 3. Because once you see how it tricks your body into releasing growth hormones while you sleep, you will never look at your pantry the same way again. The clock is ticking, but for the first time in your life, you're about to learn how to turn it back. For half a century, the gospel of strength in America has been simple: eat more meat, get more muscle. We've been conditioned to believe that a 12-ounce ribeye or a dozen egg whites is the gold standard. And for a 25-year-old athlete, that's true. But here is the biological betrayal no one warned you about. As you cross the threshold of 60 and 70, your body's customs office changes its rules. In your youth, your stomach acid was like a furnace, incinerating animal proteins and shipping amino acids straight to your biceps.
But today,
that furnace has cooled. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. It's a state where your muscle cells become deaf to the signals of traditional protein. You can consume all the steak in the world, but instead of building muscle, your body sees it as a metabolic burden. It's like trying to fill a car with high-octane fuel when the fuel line is pinched shut. This creates a dangerous nutrition paradox. You're eating, yet your muscles are starving. Even worse, the heavy saturated fats and complex heme iron in red meat can trigger systemic inflammation, the very thing that tells your body to break down muscle tissue to survive. This is why you feel heavy and sluggish after a big meat meal instead of energized. But the 6 seeds we are discussing today operate on a different frequency. They don't require the same violent digestive processing. They carry their own enzymes, and their protein is wrapped in a matrix of fiber and phytonutrients that acts like a Trojan horse. They slip past the digestive guards, bypass the anabolic resistance gate, and deliver the specific amino acid, leucine, that acts as the master on switch for muscle growth. Think of it this way: animal protein is a heavy, locked crate that your aging body no longer has the tools to open.
seed protein?
It's a digital download, instant, efficient, and recognized by your DNA as a primary source of life. By switching your source, you aren't just changing your diet, you are upgrading your body's operating system. You are moving from a system of waste and strain to a system of precision and power. And as we move into our list, you'll see exactly how the first of these seeds, a forgotten favorite of the American heartland, is actually the biological pump your circulatory system has been begging for. Number 6. Sunflower seeds, the vascular pump. We begin in the American heartland with a snack you've probably seen at every baseball game: sunflower seeds. But for the 70-plus body, these aren't just snacks, they are vascular keys. As we age, our blood vessels lose their elasticity, a process called stiffening. This means even if you have protein in your blood, it can't reach your leg or arm muscles. Sunflower seeds are packed with a massive dose of arginine. Think of arginine as a biological lubricant for your arteries. It triggers the release of nitric oxide, which dilates your blood vessels, increasing nutrient delivery to your muscles by up to 40%. But the real secret is the vitamin E. In older adults, muscle cells are under constant attack from oxidative rust. Sunflower seeds provide 82% of your daily vitamin E in just a quarter cup, creating a protective shield around your new muscle fibers so they don't break down as soon as you finish your walk. The golden tip: don't just eat them dry. Soak them in salted water overnight. This neutralizes the phytic acid, the nutrient thief, and makes the protein 25% more absorbable for your gut.
Number 5. Sesame seeds, the hormonal re-igniter.
Most Americans only see these on a hamburger bun. That is a tragic waste of a hormonal powerhouse. Sesame seeds contain a unique compound called sesamin. Recent studies from Tokyo University have shown that sesamin can actually signal your liver to optimize fat burning, while simultaneously increasing muscle protein synthesis by 31%. But here is the part that matters for men and women over 70: testosterone and estrogen balance. As these hormones crater, muscle mass vanishes. Sesame seeds are rich in high-quality lignans that help stabilize these hormones naturally. In one study, seniors consuming just 2 tablespoons of ground sesame daily saw an 18% increase in muscle recovery speed. They stopped feeling sore for days after light activity. The secret preparation: to unlock the power of sesame, you must toast them lightly until they pop. This breaks the outer husk that your stomach acid can no longer penetrate, releasing the methionine, an amino acid that is the literal building block of muscle tissue, usually found only in meat. Number 4. Flax seeds, the anti-inflammatory shield. If you suffer from morning stiffness, this is your holy grail.
Flax seeds.
The problem with building muscle after 70 isn't just growth, it's inflammation. Your body is often so busy fighting internal fires in your joints and tissues that it has no energy left to build muscle. Flax seeds contain the highest plant-based concentration of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, an omega-3 that reduces systemic inflammation by a staggering 52%. When inflammation drops, your anabolic window opens. Flax seeds are also 800 times richer in lignans than any other food. These lignans improve insulin sensitivity. Why does that matter? Because insulin is the key that unlocks your muscle cells to let protein in. Without it, the protein just stays in your blood and ends up as waste.
The survival rule: never eat them whole.
Your body cannot digest the shell. Use a coffee grinder to turn them into a fine powder right before you eat them to prevent the oils from going rancid.
Number 3. Pumpkin seeds, nature as creatine. This is the one we promised you.
Scientists are now calling pumpkin seeds nature's creatine. Why? Because they are the world's densest source of magnesium and zinc, the 2 minerals that dictate whether your body stays in a state of breakdown or buildup. 68% of Americans over 70 are deficient in magnesium. Without it, your muscles literally cannot contract or grow. But the magic is a rare amino acid called cucurbitine. In a landmark study, seniors who ate pumpkin seeds alongside light resistance training gained 60% more lean muscle than those who ate eggs. It's because pumpkin seeds don't just provide protein, they provide the tryptophan needed to produce deep sleep growth hormones. You aren't just building muscle while you're awake, you're building it while you sleep. The strategy: eat a handful at 7 p.m. It relaxes the nervous system and primes your body for the nighttime repair shift. Number 2. Hemp seeds, the NASA-grade fuel. Hemp seeds are the only food on Earth that contains edestin, a protein so similar to human blood plasma that your body recognizes it instantly. Most protein powders, like whey, cause gas, bloating, and kidney strain in seniors.
But hemp?
It has a 94% digestibility rate. It's like a VIP pass for protein, heading straight to your muscles without stopping at the digestive border. Hemp is also the perfect 3-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. This specific ratio is the golden mean for human health, proven to boost muscle recovery speed by 35%. It's why NASA researchers have looked at it as a perfect food for maintaining astronaut muscle in zero gravity. For you, it's the fuel that allows you to feel light while getting strong.
The best part: no prep needed.
They are soft, nutty, and ready to eat. Sprinkle them on everything.
Number 1. Chia seeds, the hydration king.
Finally, we reach the king, the chia seed. Ancient Aztec warriors called this running food, and for a 70-year-old in modern America, it is a miracle. As we age, our muscles become dehydrated at a cellular level. They lose their volume and become brittle. Chia seeds can absorb 12 times their weight in water, creating a living gel. When you consume this gel, it creates a time-release protein delivery system. Instead of a spike and crash of amino acids, your muscles receive a steady drip of protein for up to 6 hours. But here is the Stanford discovery that shocked the world. While most foods become harder to absorb as you age, the protein in chia seeds actually becomes more bioavailable after age 70, jumping from a 76% absorption rate to 95%. It is as if nature designed this seed specifically for the final chapters of our lives.
The pro move, the overnight warrior pudding.
Mix 2 tablespoons with almond milk and cinnamon.
Let it sit overnight.
By morning, you have a sustained-release muscle-building engine in a bowl. Knowledge is only the spark, execution is the fire. You cannot simply grab a bag of dry seeds and expect 20-year-old muscle to appear.
To bypass the anabolic glitch, you must follow the warrior protocol.
Most seeds contain defense mechanisms called lectins and phytic acid, designed by nature to protect the seed, but they act as anti-nutrients in your gut, blocking the very protein you're trying to absorb. The first step is the activation soak. By soaking your seeds, especially sunflower and pumpkin seeds, in slightly salted water for 8 to 12 hours, you send a signal to the seed that it's time to grow. This wakes up the latent enzymes, neutralizes the anti-nutrients, and essentially pre-digests the protein for you. For a 70-year-old digestive system, this is the difference between 20% absorption and 90% absorption.
Next is the morning velocity shake.
If you take these seeds in small amounts throughout the day, you get a trickle effect. But if you combine them in the morning, you hit your body with a protein surge that shuts off the muscle-wasting hormones, cortisol, that peak when you wake up. Mix 2 tablespoons of chia gel, 2 tablespoons of hemp hearts, and a tablespoon of freshly ground flax. This creates a high leucine, high omega-3 muscle glue that repairs your tissues while you go about your morning walk. Finally, remember the circadian timing.
Eat your pumpkin seeds in the evening.
The magnesium and tryptophan will calm your nervous system, ensuring you enter phase 3 sleep, the only time your body releases the peak amounts of growth hormone required to actually knit those new muscle fibers together.
You don't build muscle in the gym. You build it in the silence of the night.
We have spent our lives building things. We built careers, we built families, we built homes. But somewhere along the way, we were told to stop building ourselves. Society looks at a person over 70 and sees a finished product, a statue that is slowly weathering away. But biology tells a different story. Your DNA does not have an expiration date. Your muscle fibers are not waiting for permission to die, they are waiting for the right signal to live. The 6 seeds we discussed today are more than just nutrition. They are a declaration of independence. When you choose the seed protocol over the anabolic glitch, you are choosing to stay in the game. You are choosing the strength to travel, the balance to avoid the fall, and the vitality to be a participant in your life, not just an observer. Imagine a year from now. Imagine walking up those stairs without a second thought. Imagine the look of surprise on your doctor's face when they measure your grip strength. The golden years shouldn't be a euphemism for fading away. They should be your strong years. The most powerful version of you isn't a memory from 30 years ago, it is a possibility that starts tomorrow morning with a single tablespoon of chia or a handful of pumpkin seeds. If you're ready to stop the crumbling and start the reconstruction, hit that subscribe button and join our community of Silver Warriors. We are thousands of people proving every day that age is just a number, but strength is a choice. Tell us in the comments, which of these 6 seeds are you adding to your pantry first? We read every single story, because your victory is our mission. I'm Daily Health 365, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, go out there and build something that lasts.